This is part 2 of You've Influenced Your Wedding from Wedding Traditions or Wedding Trends. So what do you do instead? Let's talk today about not having a wedding party. Now, you don't have to have a wedding party. Plenty of my clients choose not to have a wedding party. If it's something you don't want, don't do it. It can save you some stress. But there are certain roles and duties that you may want filled at your wedding. If you don't want these duties filled, you don't have to. But you may want to and assign them to someone else. The first thing to think about is if you are carrying a bouquet, you'll want someone to pass that bouquet off to during the ceremony after you go down the aisle. I've had this fulfilled by parents, by a mom usually, but if your mom's not coming, it might not be that. Sometimes it's just a bestie or a good friend who sits in the front row. Whoever it is, think about whoever you might want to do that if you're carrying a bouquet and they can sit in the front row. That brings me to number 2. This person could also fill the role of if you are wearing a dress and that dress has a train, they can pop up, adjust your train so it looks nice in photos during your ceremony after you go down the aisle. And then grab your bouquet from you. If, again, you have a bouquet. The next thing to think about are the rings. Now, first of all, we're not giving our rings to children. They can pretend, but we don't want to give expensive jewelry to children. So traditionally, again, a person in the wedding party will have the rings, but you can certainly have other plans. I've seen officiants have the rings. I've also had them sort of on a table up at the altar just waiting for you. Or you could have someone in the front row who has the rings and they can pop up and pass them off to you when you're ready. I know people are doing this like rings under the chair Oprah style thing now, but that makes me really nervous as a wedding planner and I really discourage that. Okay, last thing is witnesses for your marriage license. Now, if you're in the US, you need to look up what the laws are in your state of how many witnesses you're required to have. It varies state by state and I don't have them all memorized. And if you're out of the US, I don't know what the laws are. That's on you. But look up how many witnesses you're required to have and ask these people ahead of time if they'll be your witnesses, and then, you'll arrange it on your timeline when you're going to sign your marriage license. Just make sure you have the role filled. As an aside, even though it's traditionally filled, the witnesses are filled by someone in the wedding party or 2 people in the wedding party, however many you need, you also don't have to do that even if you have a wedding party. Whoever you want that's attending in the wedding and witnessed you getting married, they can sign that. I'll start more on this series next week. And if you have questions about what trends or traditions you've de-influenced and you want to do instead, go ahead and ask in the comments and I'll tackle it. Happy wedding planning.